Hello, and welcome to another episode of Trailmakers. I've been away for a long time, mostly because of lack of motivation. But now I'm back. So, let's take a look at this Apache I built a long time ago. It's an Apache helicopter. Actually, I didn't build it that long ago. I've built a version that didn't fly too well. But recently I came up with an idea how to fix it, and here I have it. Isn't it beautiful? It's of course armed with lots of guns, and more guns, and more guns. And yes, I did land here by myself. But up now to flying. It has actually 3 rotor speeds. How fast the rotors go. There's one which is sort of a hover mode, which is not perfect. There is space, which is just full power, which is used for, well, going up and moving. One is the only one that's on toggle. And there is also shift, which is for going down, which I will show in a moment. It overrides the going up. So right now it is going down. And it's actually possible to land this thing without crashing it, which is rare for my creations. It flies pretty well. It has a roll still, but why can't I speak? It has a roll stabilizer over there. You can see those things flashing. It's disabled because it's on the ground right now. But if we go up, you can see that it starts working its way. That's why it's a bit wiggly, but it's fine. It can fly, so that's all that matters. As I shown already, it can shoot a whole lot. After all, it is the Apache. It has to have lots of guns. Usually those would be Hydra rocket pods or Hellfire missiles, but in this game we don't really have this sort of stuff. On the front there's a cannon down there. Usually that would be a chain gun, but again, we have no chain guns in this game, so gotta do with what we have. I just put some machine guns and cannon for this. It's actually not that hard to maneuver, which is surprising considering it's one of my creations, although I did have some practice with it. But let's disable those guns because they are very loud. But this thing can even do some tricks if I get enough elevation that I don't crash after them. So let's just go up, and it can do a barrel roll, because why not? Or a flip actually. It can do a barrel roll too. Barrel roll. This is actually surprisingly hard to say. After we get more altitude, I will show you a roll. Okay, I think that's good enough. This thing doesn't pick up speed quickly, really. That's fine. Also, I have an override when I use my roll controls manually. It disables the automatic stabilizer. Okay, that's easily high enough. Roll the... and we're going. I really like this creation, but it's not the only thing I'm going to be showing off today. But for now, I think we should do some cool tricks with this. Maybe shoot some more barrels, great. Also, in this creation, the first person view is awful, because this is the indestructible seat, and it has a terrible view. But top of the seat is not bad, like this. I really can't wait for the next update, for the DLC Airborne, that will bring us cameras, which we can put in different positions, and stuff like that. Really, the thing I'm the most excited for is, I think, the showing of different forces, like in the build mode, like the center of lift, center of thrust. That will be so useful, and center of mass. Like so far, right now, testing those things is just literally going up and seeing if I crash or not, which I often do. But as you can see, I've been able to take out those barrels because it's really easy to aim in this view. And can we take this? Yeah. Oh, I missed. That's embarrassing. Come on. Yeah. Let's land back on the loop. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, go up. Go up, up, up. Okay. Can go for another strafing run with our guns. Boom. Also, this cannon can be controlled like up and down, tilted. In real life, as I said, oops. In real life that would be a chain gun, which is controlled by sort of a headset that the gunner would have, and it goes as the person moves the head, which is cool. Sadly, we don't have this sort of stuff in this game, so we just have to do with this. Okay. The other helicopter I have to show is not a military one. It's a water landing helicopter, so actually after we land here, I think I'm gonna just teleport to some water. That one is the one which I was making when I discovered how the inputs work. So I might also explain that one. So the way that I am controlling the same blades with different power is with use of logic gates and use of logic gates with a different output. So space, which is for up, has a full output and it controls straight into the helicopter engines. Here you can see 1, which is the sort of hover mode. It has a 0.4... I can't speak really. Which has 0.46 output, which means that it only does that much of the force. But this one goes into an XOR logic gate, because we also have the shift, which is for going down. But when you have two signals going into the same thing, they add to themselves with max of 1. And I don't want that when I want to go down. So there is an XOR gate, which, if you don't know, is just as long as there's only one input, it gives you a 1, but if there's more, it's just 0. It doesn't give an output actually. So when I have 1, it just controls this, but when I press shift, it just triggers this straight to the engines, but also to the logic gate to stop this from working. That's pretty much the whole system that keeps this up. And of course the vertical stabilizer, I already made a video on that. So now we can move on to the water helicopter. Okay, this one is not a water helicopter, as you can see. Helicopters, here you go. It doesn't float fast enough. Yep. The same control scheme if it comes to like the wings, the propellers. As you can see, it also flies quite well. Looks pretty cool. And can also go down at a slower rate. The same controls as the Apache, because this one was the inspiration for that control scheme. Brake a little bit and let's land on water. As you can see, this one also uses a gimbal jet, not only propellers, but that one only gets activated when it's close to water, because otherwise, well, it would just tip over in the water, and that doesn't really work, because it would be upside down. So that's all it does. You can see there the particles if we take off high enough. No crashing, please. They're not there anymore. It's not active, so it's not like I'm flying with it. It's just there to help keep me on water. So this one does not have guns, and I don't know if it can do tricks actually. I never tried it. I know it won't be able to do a roll because I don't have it overridden, so the automatic stabilizer just negates my actions, so I can do that. Can it do a flip? Yeah, it actually does it even better than the Apache. But that's because it has bigger propellers, because I mixed the propellers with wing pieces. And let's land this thing. Now this is supposed to be sort of a water rescue helicopter. The problem is there's only one seat. So good luck to the rescued people, I guess. They won't have a nice day when they figure out they have to sit on a wing with propeller blades right above your head. Okay, and landed on water. I think this is pretty cool, to be honest. But also, that's all I really have for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed. I will upload those 2 creations to the workshop. I will also upload some of my older creations, which I for some reason didn't do. And I will leave the links to the Apache and the water helicopter down in the description. Wow, I really can't speak today. So, see you in the next one. Bye!